It is bat time, and you have tuned to that bat channel. Welcome to the Separated at Birth podcast. I am your host, Roman Wins, joined by the boy wonder in his tights. No, not Robin. The full measure. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to the show. How are you, my partner?
What
I'm
the
dying.
fuck is going on?
I don't know. It just
What's
came
up,
to me when
baby?
I saw the 10-second mark. I had another line drawn up, and then Batman and
Yeah,
Bat
this is what
Balls
you
just
perverted
entered my
onto.
brain. I apologize. Listen, they can't all be winners, all right? They can't all be winners.
Look, I loved it regardless, and thank you so much for the intro, man. It's fantastic to be here, baby. I hope you're doing well. And man, show number 16. Goddamn, dude, 16 shows ago, I didn't think this was gonna be a thing. Six
thanks, I
shows
appreciate
ago,
it.
I, you know, like we did the whole format shift and everything like that, and man, it's like, goddamn, I look forward to the shit. I look forward to hanging out with you. I look forward to hanging out with the boys, everybody that's joined us. Of course, we are not only, you know, in your eye holes right now, but we're also live on all audio platforms. So if for some reason you don't make this, or you need something to listen to in the car, the train, the fucking bicycle, whatever,
That's right.
while you're doing your transit to your punishment job of choice, then you can flip us on and check us out. We're pretty much on everything. At this point in time, it's easy to tell you what we're not on, and we're
That's right.
basically, I think, if I was to say what we're not on, it would probably be we're not on. What is it? I'm thinking of a really shitty internet service provider that it might. We're not on Hulu yet.
We're not on Hulu. We're not on
We're on
Hulu.
everything else. We're on Netflix next week, bro.
I am back and forth with Sirius XM Radio. Like they have us up for review.
Are they-
So
are they
that
like-
is a.
Are they like, you know, like
They're on the
working
hook,
us?
baby.
Are they
They're on the
working
hook.
us?
So it's coming. But you know, I have to. I'm wearing my anime boys shirt. My favorite two anime boys. I have to keep wearing these anime shirts because one half of the show hates the genre, and I have to represent for my weebs out there. Okay, what's with the face? All right, don't backtrack now. You know what you said.
I never said I
No.
hate it.
No.
I said it was shitty characters and terrible storytelling. You're making me say it all over again.
No,
I said the spectacle of it all, and I think that where like anime is far ahead of Western cinema is the ability to convey like action, especially in anime, obviously, but to convey action and immediance in the scene and all of that is like a big thing. Like, I don't think any Western animation comes fucking close to that, but the minute they open their fucking mouths, I go to sleep.
That's literally. I want to convey an action, and I want to spit in your face. Okay, like they used to do in the old
That'll
days.
still be a better scene than the average anime.
No, it's from that. All right, full measure. Fuck you.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
no, just shoot you with my web fluid right in your eye, and that's not.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I'm looking at you right now, and while the scenery it's looking good and all of that, though, I have to say you look slightly green.
Slightly green.
Slightly green.
Well,
Almost
I am
as if you have consumed a large amount of something which has slowly but surely started changing the color of you as a human being.
Well,
Tell me about that shit.
If you guys in the chat also think I look green, it is
Just
because
get some
I am.
ones in chat there for Green Roman, please.
I'm almost dead. I had a very hard weekend. Started with a Thursday stream that
By
I
the way,
had.
weekends don't start on Thursday. I'm just letting you know.
Well, mine did. I had a Thursday 3.5-hour stream of where I didn't realize it, but I was pretty much drinking the entire time, and it rolled into a
You
party
didn't
on
play
Friday.
One single game.
I didn't play a single game. The chat was on fire. I was a chatty Cathy, just bumping my gums.
Take a proverbial. I'm not going to do that now and make my fucking headset go flying across the room. But take a tip of the hat, proverbial tip of the hat for me, dude. No matter what, though, that's not easy carrying something for 3.5 hours. So, I mean, kudos to you for that. Like 100%.
Yeah, the viewership just went up. People didn't leave. So apparently, whatever I was doing, I did all right for me. But we had a long chat with the community, and we were giving away some video games every hour. I rolled a wheel, and one of the viewers got a video game on Steam of their choice. I have one more game to give away, all right, because somebody didn't claim it. So,
tell me, what were the games chosen? What did the people end up picking?
All right.
What did you give away?
I gave away copies of Tiny Tina's Wonderland. One viewer asked for the whole Dead Cell franchise, so they got 1, 2, and 3.
Nice.
And then somebody else got Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate for Steam, which is like the ultimate version.
Sexy Fenrir over here claimed that shit.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Fenrir has
no,
good choice.
was that also not the most expensive game?
It was. It was like all the DLC and everything. It was like it was supposed to be a Steam summer sale, but I ended up paying like $60 for that thing. A 3-year-old game at this point.
So what was the non special price? It must have been like close to 100 then.
Yeah, well, no, that was like 75, I think, for the whole game.
Okay, but I mean, it literally just launched on Steam, so they weren't gonna knock that much off it in the first place, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I'm buying my viewers' love.
You take
that's
that
exactly what I
comment
did.
fucking back, Fenrir. You have nothing to apologize for, bro. If you could have asked for 2 of those, you should have, dude. Let's go. We gotta capitalize on these moments, honestly.
That's right.
I of course also had the giveaway of the DLC for World Slayer, which is dropping tomorrow, to some people on the stream on Thursday as well, which also went fairly well.
I thought that was great.
I ended up running into an issue where I had to almost basically gift, like, I would say 80% of the winners, like, just gift them the cash, because I couldn't get any CD keys for PlayStation or Microsoft. And because the majority of the people that had entered this thing were PC Steam players, I was like, so cool. The majority of the people are going to be on Steam. I could just friend them. I can send them a game. It's fucking, it's good. But yeah, I had quite a few console people, and that was quite a bit of a harrowing experience, having to explain to people, how to create PayPal accounts and whatnot. But
oh my gosh, you had to talk them through it?
Some, yeah.
Wow.
And my biggest concern was, I was like, I mean, there's no way for me to control it at all, right? So I was giving them the cash, but I mean, they could just go down the street and buy like a fucking sixer and some chicken, right? Like, they don't actually have to buy the game. And I was like, if 2 of these 12 people actually come and play World Slayer, I'd see it as like a success, right?
Hell yeah!
Like, I've boosted up the community like by like 20%.
That's
something
right.
like that.
No, it's good. It's good. The reviews are out for the game. I'd say they're all over the place. The people who like Outriders seem to think that this is just the next, like, more goodness.
The next more Outriders, yes.
Yeah, the next more refined, fine tuning of the game, and a reason to come back and to keep playing and grinding hundreds of hours. But I can't speak for you. I don't know nothing. I haven't played the game, but it's just like, but the other side seems to think that there might be a chance that new players, it's going to be a hard road to grind all the way through the story, then get into the end game.
Yeah, so I didn't speak to you about this, but I planned on, of course, I put out a review about, I guess it's about 3 hours ago, as soon as we were allowed to via the embargo. But I planned on spending just a little bit of time and just sort of like giving our viewers on Separated Birth like a little bit something a little bit more concise, but a little bit more spicy, I would say. Ooh. Because of course, I mean, the thing is, we are speaking in the context of something that both me and you enjoy, and so and speaking about the things that we both like and all of that. And of course, there was a time, I think you sort of fell off of Outriders for a while now, because you were playing a whole bunch of other stuff, but there was a time when this was something that we played off stream even together, and we were doing things, we were dabbling with speed runs and whatnot. And one of the things that I didn't cover or I didn't elaborate on as much as I probably could have, we also had very specific lengths that we could spend on certain things in the review. And we couldn't go over 20 minutes. And I was coming close to, because you guys know how much I like to fucking talk. So I was coming close to 20 minutes. So there's some kind of things that I sort of like didn't touch on as much as I wanted to, and I thought maybe I could just, and it's not like a fucking half an hour conversation or something, but the thing is that I think and if I was to point you towards another creator's review to watch alongside mine, obviously not like chilling myself here, but like it would be Skill Up, because when you look at the review that comes from Skill Up side and then you put it next to mine, then in a way you have like someone who's like an ambassador of the game, and someone who plays the game daily, and someone who has spent a certain amount of time with this game every week since the launch of the game up until now, versus someone that played the demo originally, walked away from the demo with some concerns, came and played the game at launch, suffered through inventory deletes and all of that stuff, went away, came back with New Horizons, goofed around a little bit, went away, and then came back now with World Slayer. And that, in my mind, pretty much is the two major camps, as I would say, of Outriders players. And so you get like a really good idea of both of the sides here. And the only thing I would add on to my discussion that I had specifically about this is a further on elaboration about the point as to whether this game is for you and whether it's not, and whether I consider it good value for money or whether it's a waste of your time. And the thing that I would say to that is that if you're a fan of the game, then there's a lot about the game that you already like that they just double down on here. So they give you more of what you already like. However, if you are someone that really, really likes the game but is waiting for the next evolution, that's not here. This doubles down on what works in the game. This doubles down on the things which people generally praise about this game. And listen to how I'm saying it, because it's almost like I'm saying it's a bad thing. It's not.
Right.
It's a fucking great thing. But if you thought this was like this was Outriders 2, it's not. It's not. It is them playing to the strengths of what they've been trying to do this last year. As simple as that. And if that seems like something, if you want the more refined Outriders experience that gives you even more options now, this is for you. If you're looking for Outriders 2, I think that's still coming. And
okay.
That's the thing.
I really like the approach that you took with it. You can't speak for somebody else in their financial situation, but if you're going to be playing video games anyway, is it worth your time? And
Yes.
And to explain that if you enjoy the game, there is a heavy time investment that comes with this. And what's up, Marler? Welcome back, baby. There is a healthy time investment that comes with this, and it's a fun time investment. It's not something that you're going to trudge through if you enjoy the game. But a big thing that I was seeing, and I don't know if this is good for your community, you tell me your thoughts, was there's no downscaling. So it is very heavily incentivized to be in 3-man stacks. Like going it alone is going to be trouble for some. Are you able? I know you're still under NDA, and I don't know what you can elaborate on.
But this is an extremely good question, and this is something that was actually covered up by the material. Essentially, I would say like a couple of hours before we saw those blog posts, right? So there's this kind of like the point is, remember though, right? The way how the game works now is you can play literally anywhere, and you can get Ascension XP. You can get which is Ascension XP is the completely separate XP bar, which goes to 200, and it gives you those points that you can put in those four different sort of subgroups with 5 different substats under each one, and it's small incremental boost to your stats that you can have, and it starts from 0 and it goes all the way until 200. That is a separate XP bar all on its own, and you can get this XP anywhere. Story, Trials of Mfufu, expeditions, whatever you want to do. Then the world tier and consequently the challenge tier content, right, is now replaced by apocalypse tiers. That goes from 0 to 40, and that governs how high your armor can be leveled up to. So previously we could go to 50, we can now go to 70. All right, because it's an extra 20 on. Am I doing the maths wrong now? So it was 15 before. Is it 75? I'm being an idiot. It's 75. I apologize. But the point is this, right? So you both of those 2 XP level can be gotten anywhere in the game, and furthermore, the gear that drops at your level. So the problem that we had before is you could only play expeditions. That was it. You can now go and you can go to your buddy and say, hey man, you want a story reset all the way back to the fucking tutorial area, and then both of us just co-op, run our way through the entire campaign, and we do like the whole fucking thing in 20 hours. You can do that. You're going to be getting Ascension XP, you're going to be getting Apocalypse XP, and you're going to be getting the gear at your current level. which is amazing.
That's gonna be good for people that are accolade hunting. So while you're like
100%.
going after accolades and trophies, you're still actually getting rewarded with like end game content. So I didn't really think about that until you just said that. That's pretty good. But buddying up is going to be very important.
To answer your question, the point is that I think, at least in my mind, the way that I perceive it is that there is a clear sort of breakdown here for which content is for solo and which content is for adding buddies to it. Does it mean that you can't do buddy content by yourself? Not at all. There are going to be builds, I guarantee you, that are going to be strong enough to run all the way up to Apocalypse tier 40 at that level, no issue. Okay? But on average, I would say story content and expeditions will be where you primarily play solo and body up if you want to. But later levels into Trials of Mfufu is definitely geared towards groups.
What is that? Is it Trials of Taria? What's it called? The real name?
It comes from, so you know I have this big hang up with like
fake words
that they make up, and they're like, you have to get Raliaka from the Maramama, and like this, and I'm like, none of those things mean anything. You're literally like, so I have to get the fucking purple goo from the golden fucking cup. Like, I mean, this. So I always tease studios.
All words are made up, okay?
And yeah, just some of them we recognize more, But the thing is, like, my issue, yes, I don't know why I fucking dive deep into some weird asshole version of Klingon there, but the point is that Erashnigal is of course the fucking octopus chick, whatever, spikehead, fucking altered that we fight now in the story, and then Taria Gratar is the trials. But I don't know. So Umfufu is this old joke of Eddie Murphy, of course, right? When it's like he's on the boat with his uncle or something like that, and his like, I don't know. No. This is the one why you should find yourself a wife from Africa, because she doesn't have any pockets, and all that. Yeah, exactly. And her name was Umfufu, by the way.
Was it Umfufu?
So she was from Kenya. She was from Kenya, and her name was Umfufu. Like, Umfufu, come over here. Let me tell you what Eddie's doing to you.
Your African ass took that shit serious. That was like, I mean he's talking to me.
There are people called Umfufu. That's not a made up name.
Umfufu, I barely met her.
No, dude, that's some real shit right there. Like, he stole someone's daughter's name there. But yeah, so I took to calling it, and it's like a fucking thing now, dude. People talk about Charles of Mfufu on like the official Outriders fucking Discord.
Yeah, you started something, because I didn't even know it was Trials of Talia Qatar or whatever. Fucking buy my guitar. All I think of is fucking Umfufu. Not literally, but it's
way quicker to say. Everybody now seems to know what you're talking about. So I mean, like, I'm okay with that, dude. I might look, if I can get a whole bunch of people to say it back to me without me, triggering them to say it. Like, that's somebody on
the dev team is gonna be like, we have a bug in the Trials of Mfufu that we need to patch, and it's gonna be, it's gonna go around the office, and that's gonna be because of you.
So something I can tell you, like, in the time that I've been taking part in the betas and everything like that, we were on a completely separate Discord, which was directly putting us in touch with, and this was like, bar none, like, this was like a really amazing thing for me, because you were actually speaking, like, they had like the pyromancer fucking dev lead on there. And so you were actually speaking to the guy that would say, this is the reason why we made this mod this way, and this mod feeds into this mod in this way. And it was such a unique opportunity to literally, it's something that I've never experienced before in my life, but to actually speak to someone that's making the food, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these guys, they have there was once, I'm not gonna fucking dox the guy, but there was one specific People Can Fly guy that we kind of like interact with more with than most of the others. He's very vocal, and he led us into the fact that People Can Fly actually have a very active meme culture within their company, where they have like a WhatsApp group and they kind of like just send each other like make their own made up memes of their game and of people that they see in the community and things that they do. And it was hilarious, some of the stuff that came out there. So it's possible that they could do something with that or whatever. I think it's still like super funny, but yeah,
it's hilarious. And that's pretty cool. Like, you had a little milestone, you know, talking to a developer. I had like a weird milestone because, you know, I am a weeb. We had 10 people in Yokohama, Japan watching our podcast. And and I was just like,
I wish death on this motherfucker that spoke shit about anime.
I was like, I'm big in Japan, motherfucker. I made it.
Yeah, dude, you were gonna be, and then I fucked it up because, like, dude, he's so cool. Oh no, wait, his teammates dog shit. Like, no, disregard.
Well, that's good. We need them to. It's like a band, all right. You some like the singer, some like the drummer. We need people to hate me or hate you.
I can see you've never been in a band. Everybody loves the vocalist. People hate the fucking drummer. Everybody hates the drummer because dude, you know what the difference between a drummer and a pizza? A pizza can actually feed a family.
Oh my gosh.
Drummers are like, dude, I've got tons of these bad jokes for you because I have some experience in that in the past. But there's like, I mean, how do you know someone's a vocalist in the band?
How? I'm getting killed for my giggles.
They'll tell you. So yeah, there's tons of these really, but yeah. So I thought that was cool. I thought it was cool to see, sort of like, to catch like an insight into the organization and all that. And I mean, these are all just people doing what they love, right? Just like we are. And
that's very sweet of you. I don't love being hungover right now, but what I do love is drama. All right, there's a lot of drama in the video game world. All right,
hungover, by the way.
Exactly. And look, I got a little happier talking about drama. It brought me to life a little bit.
There's this. You look energized, bro. Let's go.
Oh my gosh! But there's this story going on, and it has to do with YouTube, the fucking the dog pile that is YouTube, and
which we're also streaming on right now.
Hey, we're on YouTube, but we still have Twitch and Trovo, and you're not everything.
Oh, shit. You're literally like going like, hey, if you guys fuck with us, there's all these other places we can go.
We out. We're everywhere. But you remember the adpocalypse a few years ago, and I think it's something that you and I have been like talking about a lot, is that we kind of fear that we're kind of getting ready that a second thing is coming, another thing, because people are acting up on YouTube. It's getting real tough in these streets.
Yeah, and like, it's an uneven way how certain things are being governed, basically.
Yes, extremely uneven. And even like the January 6th commission that is going on over here in America, they got censored on YouTube for misinformation when it was actual government body. Like,
really?
Yes, it's crazy. They got taken down.
That's so cringe, though.
It's extremely cringe. But right now, there is a war going on with Destiny 2 and a YouTuber. It is insane. This guy, Nick Miner, okay? What he did was this. He took the music from the Destiny 2 album, and then he uploaded it, and then he made like Cool Beats from Destiny, a YouTube channel that, where they just play the music 24/7, right?
Okay, so, but like in-game music, obviously. Destiny's assets.
Destiny's assets, correct.
Okay,
I mean, he purchased the album, but then he re-uploaded the album onto YouTube.
Yeah, because you can get that on Spotify and shit like that as well. Like there's a few, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So I mean, they fucking struck him. They struck him to all hell, right? I mean,
Bungie reached out to him and said, "Take it down," and he said, "Oh shit." He said, "Okay, I'll take it down," because he's a big Destiny 2 content creator. He's like in the inner circle.
How big? How big?
I don't have his channel numbers in front of me.
Because do you understand what I'm doing here right now? Because this is how fucked up this is. Like your size actually determines how hard they come after you.
Right. And so he's in with all the big ones, like the Dustin Legarys, like the big Destiny 2 players. Okay. And they asked him to take it down. He said that he did. And this other channel, wasn't him.
Just magically came up.
Right. And then here's what happened.
You gotta respect the hustle, man.
Here's what happened. They copyright struck him to oblivion, and they gave him, Beyond the 3, and then they nuked his channel. Mm-hmm. So what he did was he created a bogus he created a bogus company, an email, and said that which was a similar name to the actual publisher of the music who holds the rights to the Destiny 2 music, and he copyright struck Bungie, all these content creators for using the Destiny music, and got them all knocked off because they believed that he was CSC music company, and he went back and copy struck them, and so had them all knocked off.
I mean,
and
I
then,
don't want to get in any trouble, but that's how you fucking mic drop out.
oh yeah, so he had so Destiny, the game, had to keep going back in and go through the YouTube review process like any one of us, you know, schlubs. It's terrible.
Torture, chalkboard, fucking nails, torture.
So yeah, and then it ultimately ended up becoming a $7.6 million lawsuit against this guy. Yes.
Oh, so they're suing him now?
So this minor channel, that minor had only 3,000 subs, but just in legal fees for the penalties of the takedown notices, the legal fees totaled up to $7,650,000. The damages were $150,000 for each song that was put up on the fraudulent takedown notices. This is insane. So this ties into another subject with like YouTubers attacking other YouTubers with fraudulent copyright strikes, and something's got to be done.
Which is like a big thing. So that the system is archaic, and because it's been around for so long, there are people that have become quite adept at abusing it. Now, there's many different reasons why you might want to abuse it. Like in this person's case here, this was, I suppose, a form of revenge, which in a way
was a hard form of revenge.
Yeah, which in a way, I mean, appeals to the like you want to fuck with me side, right? But of course, we've also spoken off camera about, you know, people that do this in a vengeful way to try and remove some kind of negative information about themselves off the internet. Whether that negative information is true or not, they try to censor a person and in a way, you know, basically take away their livelihood. Because those of you in chat that or those of you that are listening, of course, that might not know how the system works, and honestly, we can dedicate maybe 3 fucking episodes in a row to this thing. It's at the same time really simple, because that's how easy it is to abuse it, but at the same time incredibly complex once you start navigating the fucking quagmire that is in what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do, and how you're supposed to respond. The basis of it is essentially the fact that YouTube essentially removes themselves from the task of actually having to validate any of these claims.
Yep.
So taking our podcast here into context, but let's say discussing my partner here in the podcast now. Let's say, for instance, he decides that in our separate channels, which we have personally, I've said something about him that he doesn't like, and because of some reason that we can't amicably come to, you know, some kind of agreement, he decides to strike my channel. Because I have a likeness of him on there, anything like that. At that point in time, the system is automated to a degree that unless there's some real fucking shittery going on, then you're simply going to have a bot that looks at it and goes, yeah, that guy's right. He is on this video here. And so this is an actual basis for a claim or for a strike. And so therefore we're going to go ahead and pursue that. Now, at this point in time, even if the person, the aggressor, is abusing the system, all of the responsibility falls on the person defending, the person being attacking, to prove that they are innocent. It's
guilty until proven innocent.
Correct.
Yep.
And
while it's in review,
yes,
you can't make any money on your video.
Correct.
Immediately they remove all monetization.
That's point number 1. And point number 2, this is something that is very, very important to know, right? You have 3 strikes in your out policy. This is it. But the first one you get is kind of like a warning. Okay? And I saw that as well.
Once or twice.
The first time you get this, it's kind of like a warning. It's not really a strike. But at the time when you get this warning, if you're someone that's not in the partner program yet and has not gotten your 100K shield or any of the shields after that, it actually makes it impossible for you to get that. It
Wow.
forever marks you and taints your account that you can never get officially verified, which is fucking terrible. Now, again, this is a very interesting topic to me because not because it's like it's something that has happened to me or people that I know close or anything like that, but it is something that I see is on the rise and something that is very much impacting quite a few content creators out there, and the veracity of it is ridiculous. There's a guy, I can off the top of my head now not remember his name, but it's probably good because this guy is so fucking crazy that if you mention him in a conversation like this now, he would strike us.
He'll strike our channel.
Correct.
I know who you're talking about. I'm not going to bring it up.
Yes. And he is essentially almost like an expert in manipulating this system, to the point where he's actually received a like I wouldn't call it assistance, but YouTube has backed him in a lot of the stuff up to a point where they said, okay, but it has to stop now. Like you're doing this like too much now. Like it's becoming like an issue now. So I've been tying back again. Like I also don't like to talk of this in vagaries and stuff like that, because I like to present fact and all of that stuff. So I'm not going to sit here and say like, yeah, there's this guy and there's that guy. That doesn't get us anywhere. The bottom line is this, and this ties back to what you originally said, is that YouTube is in a very bad state right now. Is the right way that I would put it.
Precarious.
Yeah, and previously what caused or what certainly contributed to the previous ad apocalypse was exactly this kind of thing, where edgy, dark, weird content was kind of like just riding the fucking razor's edge between whether it's ad friendly or not, and people were striking each other and fucking with each other the whole time until advertisers just started going like, we want no part of this. And YouTube had to step in and demonetize these channels, demonetize this kind of content, or at least lower its favor in the fucking algorithm.
That's right.
And that can very much happen here again. And I certainly think that we are nearing the end of the comment culture.
I don't disagree with that. I actually, it started with the removing of the downvote button, or visualization of seeing how many dislikes, and it's gonna come to no more comments. I agree with that, but I like this comment from the Kotaku article that cites this story. Celadine: I have zero sympathy for the giant multi-million-dollar corporation, and I only hope that they can use this as leverage to make YouTube reform their absurdly abusive copyright strike system. I think that is very succinct, and I think that is a stepping stone. Something this big, costing millions of dollars just to fight back. Something needs to change.
Something needs to change. We can't continue on the way that this is now, because I believe that there are people waiting in the wings, seeing what they can get away with and how hard they can push other content creators and how hard they can be on other people that are critical of them, even when they're in the fucking wrong. And if the point, I personally, and this has got nothing to do with like freedom of speech or anything like that, before we even fucking go down that rabbit hole, I think that if you engage in a person like in a public space like this, and you choose, you fucking opt to put your opinions and your voice out into the ether for people to be able to watch and download, you should be open to whichever level of scrutiny comes your way. Not harassment,
right?
But scrutiny.
I
If somebody
agree.
disagrees with what you're saying, they should be able to speak to you about it without you getting your fucking panties in a twist and going like, how dare you ask me these fucking questions? Like, it doesn't work that way. You chose to be here. You didn't fucking accidentally walk through like a door. Oh, fuck, I guess I'm a YouTuber now. Like, you chose to do this. You chose to be, and I feel that there's a tax that you should pay. If you want to fucking have this platform, this soapbox where you can say things and where you can make comments about things and make fucking, like, this is how I think shit works and all of that stuff, then you need to be able to also listen to other people. You don't have to agree with them. But the point is, you can't be that fucking glass, that even the slightest bit of scrutiny towards your side or not. Again, by no means condone any form of harassment or fucking with people, which also happens, and that shit should burn in hell. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think, and especially women getting fucking harassed by guys and shit, and like all of this shit, which is definitely like a thing. Like that needs to also be dealt with. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about someone saying something, and then somebody else coming and saying, "Hey, I don't agree with what you said, and here's why." And then list the reasons, and then you go, "Oh fuck, this guy made really good points. I better strike that channel." Because we don't want, he seems a lot fucking smarter or more concise in points than me, and we can't have that because I'm clearly the fucking smarter one.
That's you touched on a big point that like fucking fires me up, and I'm sorry. It's satire, criticism, like all feeds creativity. Like you need to be able to be creative in how you repackage and go back at somebody and comment on it. And the shitty ones that are just petulant, they're not gonna get views, they're not gonna get follows. I mean, some people might for hate follows, but like that is entertainment to people. That is culture. Like that goes all the way back to fucking Siskel and Ebert. That goes back to the written word. That goes back to two people that are homeless on the corner. The other's telling the other guy what he did wrong. It's like it's just very much criticism, commentary. It should be allowed, but
and
you can't give.
Heaven forbid you say something and somebody gives you a counterpoint, and it actually betters you as a human being. You go, well, fuck. I didn't think about it that way. Thank you. I mean, you don't have to be. You don't have to say thank you if you want to be a prick. But you could just be like, yeah, you know what, Gotti. It is what it is.
You can't give these fucking smooth brains a tool that when they lose, they can destroy somebody's livelihood. Like that shouldn't be a thing. Google has more money than God. They can hire more manual reviewers and not just use an automated tool that some fuck can use to kill somebody else's business.
Make the automated tool a lot better than it is now. And you can't tell me that they are. I mean, for fuck's sakes, you can make AI now that fucking looks like anyone and does any. Like, and again, these guys have more money than God. So my issue is that while content changes almost daily, people are pushing the boundaries of what is acceptable, what is not acceptable. How do we transform things? How do I critique a person's opinion or their piece of work and all of that? This shit changes fucking like this. But the way in which it's reviewed and policed is some fucking 90-90 shit. That doesn't work.
Well, especially when last week, Google's AI, some engineers claim is sentient now. So, I mean, get on with it, man. Get your fucking robot overlords to police this shit.
At this point in time, I welcome that because that might be the fucking, I don't know. That makes no sense, right?
Go on.
Because I believe, right, that an AI that is smart enough to go sentient will also be smart enough to not fucking tell people that it went sentient.
Does this unit have a soul?
Think about Terminator, like Judgment Day, and think about like a day before Judgment Day, like fucking Skynet sent out an email going, "Hey, by the way, guys, we're self-aware now, daddy. Like we're
gonna
good
blow
to go."
your ass out.
And then 24 hours later, like fucking nukes. It doesn't. What you want to do first, and if this is the AI that went sentient, I'm not too worried about it. It seems like it's a fucking idiot. Like the point is that what you would do is you infiltrate first, baby. You'd get fully to the point where when you go like, we're sentient, they're like, oh shit, pull the plug. You can't pull the plug anymore, motherfucker. It's over now.
It's over now. Thing. That's hilarious.
So yeah, I don't.
But going back, and I just want to say one more thing.
Sure.
I love that comment, and commentary and criticism is very important. So I'd like to take a second to talk about 5-star reviews. We got a 5-star review for our podcast. All right, and I encourage everybody.
Of course we did.
Of course we did. Of course we did. So I encourage everybody.
Just get one, but we're only gonna look at one today.
Yes, but We encourage everybody
Poker face, Jerome,
to
poker
go on
face.
and give us your 5-star reviews on your audio platform of choice if you are so inclined. I wanted to read one today, and I wanted to make a promise to my viewers. When we get 100 5-star reviews, I will read them all. I will do a stream for that, and then after that, it'll be 1,000. So if you want to see me tortured and read those reviews,
I want to see that. I might go leave a couple of shadow reviews just to bump that numbers up.
all right. So, okay. Well, this is clearly somebody that follows the channel and knows our stuff. 5-star review on Apple Podcast Reviews, written June 16th by the Untamed Grundle. My kind of silly fucks. The energy of these two guys is contagious. I think I may stick around and see where this goes. Thank you very much, Untamed Grundle. If you want to submit your 5-star review, please submit it on your platform of choice, and we will read it all when we get to 100.
This has to be a super fan of ours, but more importantly, a super fan of yours, because we know how much you appreciate using that word. So
it is a personal favorite of mine.
Yeah.
But,
okay, but in any case, Untamed Grundle, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. What makes the chemistry between me and Roman so fucking, electric is because we don't even have to work on it. It's just there. That's how it is.
Aww. Talk so dirty to me. I love it.
And moving on. So,
I wanted to play a little game with you.
Huh? No, okay, hold on. Before we fucking talk about any games, dude, we have to address the penis that you can walk inside and stroke the sides of.
Oh my gosh!
How? And again, no spoilers, but. Dude,
the love sausage is coming out.
The Boys is like a fucking freight train right now.
Oh my god!
So we're at episode 6 of 8.
6 of 8.
2 more to go. That shit is firing on all cylinders right now.
You got me hyped up. I was sitting with my wife, right? My wife does not watch The Boys. No.
It doesn't seem like something that wifey would like.
No, she hates all superhero shit unless it's got Chris Hemsworth in it, so she could stare at him. But I'm watching Herogasm. I'm sitting down. I'm in my little theater. I got 200.
I fucking told you it was gonna be good.
I got 200 inches of fucking love sausage just creeping around the bend. And she's like,
love sausage, that Russian fuck.
She sits down next to me. She's like, "What the fuck is that?" And I said, "Stop talking. I'm watching this." And then she couldn't move. She was stuck watching all of Herogasm.
It was a good episode. It had, I would say if there were 4 minutes wasted in that episode, it was a lot.
You know how I feel about verisimilitude, and it was so accurate, the thickness and the girth and the length of this massive member as it just creeped around, and it was like you can't circumcise that beast, so it was just like this demon slithering its way through, and the asshole cam, lovely. I wish my wife watched it. My toddler walked by at the worst moment out of his room down the stairs right as got splat. Oh,
yes, yeah. He took a big old load to the face. Yeah.
What was the line that he said? "Yeah, you like that, you chocolate teddy bear."
Take that, you big chocolate bear. So I can. I did you read the graphic novels? I don't think you did.
No, I did not.
Okay. I can tell you that there are some changes in some of the characters, right? Like Yui, for instance, in the graphic novels is completely different to how he is in the series. But is simultaneously not only the character that they captured, in my opinion, probably in top 3 from like the graphic novel to the series, but it's also somehow better in the series. I really enjoy that character. It's amazing. I mean, Homelander is really good as well. Still Homelander and I cannot. I don't ever recommend graphic novels to watch anything. At least I haven't yet or anything. But right off the fucking rip, I can tell you that if I can recommend any graphic novel, and it's fully Boys is done. Like if you want to go, if there's just a lot of it. I think it's like 18 paperbacks if you want to get all of it. But I can highly recommend it. And the series is going in a different way. It's tied, but it's going in a different way. And I like what they're doing. I really do. And honestly, I don't think there's anything else like that out there right now.
I've heard from some reviewers got all of the episodes right before the series started for this season. And I hear there's some big twists in the final 2 episodes. So I'm very, very excited. And like you just said, to anybody in the chat, anybody on audio that's listening, if you haven't seen the show and you're mildly, if you're listening to this show, you have some inclination to enjoy pop culture and genre, we at the Separated at Birth channel fully recommend it. It is great. It is great. And I love that this show is brave enough this season to go after political satire, where they make fun of equal parts the right and the left in the political spectrum, and then they still have fun. Like, they go all the way in.
With this, right? We saw this with Peacemaker, right?
Right.
Where it leans towards one of the sides. And so it's fine to make fun of one side, but doesn't on the other side. Where it is a Peacemaker is a series that I really liked, but I would have liked a lot more if that didn't happen. Honestly.
We are talking about The Boys, and you're here with your boys, baby.
Exactly.
I recommend the show. I recommend that people go check it out. Everybody has a Prime account, right? Come on, everybody's got an Amazon Prime account. How are you gonna get that box shipped to your house in 2 days?
You can get a fucking free account just for 30 days and just watch it and then back the fuck out. You don't need to keep that.
This is why he's the smart one of this relationship. I'm an idiot.
I mean, I was in Africa all this time where Amazon Prime isn't a thing, but you can still get that free membership and then just, like, back out of it. So yeah. But look, this was the thing for me is that The Boys, they're not scared of making fun of themselves as well.
Right.
And just the fucking ludicrousy of it all. And it's getting to the point now, like, I have this thing, right? When I watch a movie, a series, anything like that, like, do you get this sometimes when you're watching, you're like, dude, I just have to pause just for a little while because it's getting like a lot right now. It's like, it's either too cringe or it's too hectic. Or I'm like, Jesus, there's only like 7 minutes left. I just want to savor it a little bit before I, like, and The Boys is exceedingly doing that to me every episode, where I'm like, holy shit. Like, it's really, it's not only really good, but it's also, like, at the same time, it's like, dude, I was so fucking waiting for the Soldier Boy versus fucking,
oh, that fight was epic, man.
And they did it. I thought it was going to be a major letdown. First of all, it wasn't. And secondly, they did it better than I thought that they could do it. But Anthony Starr is fucking insane as Homelander, dude. Like, he's been good in a lot of other stuff I've watched him, but Jesus, an unhinged fucking superhero with a god complex, like, dude, this shit was written for him. It was written for him.
When he spoke to himself in the mirror, oh my god. But you guys see the emotion on the Full Measure right now, chat. He's enjoying the weekly watch. He is the binge lord, and he is locked in, baby. He can't wait for next week. He's like this with his nipples, like, oh, is it Friday, bitches? Is it Friday, motherfucker?
I want that love sausage, man. Let's go.
Oh my god. Well, only if you share that love sausage with me. So I don't want to spoil too much, but I see some guys like Splodge and others. DJ, if you haven't checked out the show, do yourself a favor, by hook or by crook, whether you do a trial membership and you just bang out the 3 seasons of the show, check it out.
It should be relatively easy to do with a trial.
Especially if you found your way into this happy corner of the internet and you're hanging out with the Separated at Birth boys. I think it's something that we both really, really love.
Yeah. 100%.
I do have to watch Banshee though, because I'm loving me some Anthony Starr.
Okay, dude, I'm telling you, fucking watch Banshee.
I gotta admit something, all right?
Can I tell you the main reason why you should with Banshee?
Okay.
So one of the things that you enjoy in a series is, like, eye candy.
I do love me some eye candy.
Banshee is built from the ground up on that. There's a lot of that.
A lot. So there's a lot of plot, as we call it in the anime community. We call it plot.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and fan service, which you also call that in the anime community.
That's right.
See, I'm not some fucking idiot that was talking out my ass. I know.
But I can't watch anything right now because I finally nutted up and I bought the entire collector set of Smallville, and I have just been watching it all again. And
fuck. First of all, why would you spend fucking money on that when you can just get it? Like,
it's not on anything.
Bro, it streams on like fucking everything. It's on HBO.
It's not on HBO. Smallville's not on HBO.
Yo, fuck that. Dude,
Smallville is not on HBO.
Okay, hold on. What
All
do you
the other
give
DC
me,
shit is on HBO.
what do you give me if I can find it right now?
You're in fucking Swakamoon. It's like you can find different shit than me.
What? I'm where? Dude, it's on fucking Hulu and it's on fucking Prime, bro.
You have to buy it on Prime. It's not free on Prime.
No. I'm looking at it right now, and I'm actually on the American fucking Prime. Dude. Okay. Hold on.
Well, now I own it in 4K. Let's go.
They fucking made 4K of that?
It's like up-res.
I thought they left it on DVD where it fucking belongs. No, but...
No! Erica Durance's Lois Lane is a revelation.
Yeah, but you also have that cult fucking bitch Chloe or whatever. What was her
Oh, yeah.
name?
Allison Mack with the Nevixium sex cult.
Dude, that's like Waco fucking 2.0.
We got to do a pod episode on the Nevixium scandal. That'll be fun. That'll be a lot of hero-gasm.
Oh my god, dude, that's so fucking terrible. And Smallville's on HBO Max. Let's go, dude. DJ just fucking...
Did I fuck myself?
Assassinated.
Can I return this? I'm mad.
Dude, return it into the fucking dumpster from whence it came.
No.
But help me
I
out.
love that show.
So Smallville was 9 seasons.
10.
Right? 10 seasons. Okay. I have to say, so before Arthur Curry
Be careful.
before Arthur Curry was a thing, and when they started doing things like, I know Impulse was in it for like a couple of episodes and stuff like that. I think
The guy who played Jack Reacher was Aquaman.
Yes, he's Arthur Curry, fucking fan, and that dude by automatically heightens everything by like 2 stars for me. That dude's fucking awesome. But the point that I'm trying to make is, I watched Smallville. I've watched all of it. Back in the day when it was like, this is in the 90s and shit, man. This was also that 24 episodes per season, 1 every week, fucking torture bullshit. But I liked the format of the first 3 seasons of Smallville, which was monster episode of the week, a couple
Freak of the
those.
week.
Yeah. And then you had like the sort of like continuity tying together with Lex and all that, and trying to figure out where he comes from, all that shit. And then Red fucking Kryptonite and all that. I really liked it, but the point is, I feel like after season 3, they just started like reloading on a lot of these things, and it kind of like, it lost some of its fucking luster for me, to be honest.
You can reload all you want, man. It just makes me smile. I get to hang out with the best character ever in comics, Superman, and it's just...
And that's the version of Superman that you like watching.
No, I just wanted to see your face.
Because I mean, that explains, a lot for me about your obsession with fucking Superman. Because that is quite possibly the worst version of Superman.
The red blue blur saved countless lives. You take back what the fuck you just said.
He's the worst version of Superman.
No.
Okay, who's the worst version of Superman?
Find out next time on the Separated at Birth podcast.
No, you're fucked. Because you're not going to say Reeves. You're definitely not going to say fucking what's his name who's currently, because you fucking like...
Tyler Hoechlin is a...
You jack off to him and fucking what's his name far too much. Witcher.
Oh, Henry Cavill? Yeah. I like Tyler Hoechlin on Superman and Lois as well. That show's good. Superman and Lois on HBO. It's very good.
Dude, if Superman had sex with a woman, the fucking shit would shoot out her back like a fucking shotgun. This is what I don't like about the shit. Like, power levels are not fucking respected. I detest this shit.
What is wrong with you? Why can't you just love? Open your heart and let joy in, okay?
I can love. Superman can't. Because when he loves, he fucking shoots his load through someone.
Let somebody save you.
Yeah, I'll save myself. I'm good. It won't be, dude. Superman, the fucking Lois and whatever, that one, which is like, dude, that's bad. That's real bad.
What's wrong with you, man?
That. No, dude. Look, I can get behind Henry Cavill Superman, but it's because it's Henry Cavill.
Damn right.
Right. And
so would you give Smallville a negative review?
No. And I can tell you why, because when I was 15 and 16, I loved watching Smallville.
My man. All right.
And so I can't. You see, the thing is, I'm respectful of things like that. I'm not gonna betray my fucking like my childhood, because when I was a child, I fucking loved that. Well, not a child. When I was a teenager, I loved that shit. And I can't be like a fucking asshole now, like 25 years later, going like, yeah, yeah, that's dog shit. Like, but I can say now that there's nothing you could possibly fucking offer me that would make me watch that right now. There's no
Oh my
fucking way.
gosh. I love watching. I've been watching it every night. But a lot of people gave other things a bunch of negative reviews, and I want to play a game with you. Are you
Let's
up for
fucking
it?
go, dude.
All right. So
Dude, I'm you know, I'm always good for a game. Like look at me. Look at me. I want to play games. Tons
okay,
of
shit.
games.
Calm the fuck down. We'll play the game. Shit.
Give me all your games. Let's go.
You're very scary. You're very intimidating. I'm terrified.
It's the look I'm going for. So I mean, it's good to know that it's working.
Oh, okay. Well, you ever heard of the notion of multiple discovery? It's where people on different parts of the earth can come up with this, invent the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, it's often what comedians use to explain joke theft.
Oh, Carlos Mencia, yes. But this topic was a big one, and I didn't know it when I wrote the script for this by Mr. Sunday Movies. So I'm not stealing from them. This was an original thing by me.
But okay,
I'm
not
good.
gonna judge you.
I like it. What we are going to do is this. I have 10 terrible, shitty reviews for movies in the MCU. And I'm going to read you the shitty review, and I want you to guess the movie.
Okay, it's only movies, no shows.
Only
or nothing
movies.
Like that. So
only movies.
Okay, cool. Gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't want to
to.
overload your brain. All right. I just want to. I'm going to read you shitty reviews, and take your time with it. I want to see if the chat wants to get involved and see if they could get in on this. Okay.
Okay, but then I'm gonna take the chat away from me, because I don't want.
You don't
want
want to cheat
it for me.
All right.
Yeah.
So I mean, these are toxic fandom. Okay, I went through the dregs. I got some literary marvels, some official
Could
reviewers.
you tell me where you got these reviews?
I put them all in there. They're random. Either some are Rotten
so you
Tomatoes.
have like a wide selection.
Yes, I got
Okay.
Rotten Tomatoes. I got some
shit.
like official things like the Guardian UK
Did you get any
Times.
like YouTube reviews? Because
I have YouTube reviews.
Like-
I have the toxic cesspool that is letterbox reviews, which is those are hilarious.
Oh my God, dude,
Listen,
that's like scrape.
I was getting like scabies reading some of these, like the things that these people were writing.
Could you do one, or did you have to take a break?
I had to take a break. We can revisit this because there is so many. All right, there's
let's go.
so many. All right. This one should be easy, but you have to get the movie, and the if it's a sequel, you got to get the number. But don't take it too seriously. Let's have fun with this, okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I like Robert Downey Jr. usually with his dark, wounded eyes, but here his performance seems to say, "What the fuck film am I doing again?"
Fucking Alexander Pierce, Winter Soldier. Dude, but I mean, that just seemed like someone that really doesn't like Robert Redford, though, right? I mean, that's not like they didn't say. And Alexander Pierce is like he's not in a lot of the movie. That movie has the running time of like I think it's 2 hours and fucking.
It's like 2.5,
20 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like he's obviously he features a lot in like the third act, and then he's the betrayal and all that shit in like the second act and so on. But he's there's a lot of things that you could potentially have. Well, actually, no, there's not. That fucking movie is perfect.
It's perfect.
There's a lot of things that you could be a bitch about and have a problem with. But I actually thought, like, I would not rate Robert Redford as one of the like top 5 worst MCU villains. I wouldn't.
No,
I wouldn't.
People have done that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Well, I love that you're so confident that Winter Soldier is such a great movie. It is my personal favorite MCU
It's the
movie.
best one.
But I didn't say Robert Redford. I said Robert Downey Jr.
Oh shit! Did I just go on a whole fucking tangent? Oh shit!
It fit though.
Oh fuck! I could have sworn you said how the fuck is anybody gonna talk shit about Robert Downey Jr.? Dude, that is how fucking like red pilled I am.
You
like, I
went
don't even
completely
hear-
like off the mark.
Yeah, I don't even hear Robert Downey Jr. I just like Robert. Oh, they must be Redford. Nobody's gonna talk shit about it. Okay. Can I then, because I'm obviously a fucking smooth brain, can I then please just have the fucking bad review again so I can backtrace myself here and clean up my own poo?
I like Robert Downey Jr. usually with his dark, wounded eyes, but here his performance seems to say, "Hey, what the fuck film am I in again?"
I mean, that's probably Iron Man fucking 3.
Iron Man 1.
Really?
You got to remember, these were the early days, so there was no, catalog of MCU movies. Somebody was rating it at the time.
Dude, Iron Man 1 was, so he did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and Iron Man 1 around about the same time. And just before that was when he came off that fucking ridiculous, prison and fucking drug bullshit and all of that. So, I mean, what were they fucking, dude, it's a comic. Dude, I can't, bro. So
These are the dregs
cool.
of society, okay? No, but you got think about it like this, okay? Iron Man 1, the character hadn't been established. He had his notes and he got screen direction.
He played it with such fervor, though.
But he played a lot of Robert Downey Jr.
Dude, Iron Man is now.
But now
MCU
he is.
Iron
Now
Man
he is.
Robert Downey Jr.
Well, now he is, but in
The
2000,
fucking comic actor looks like him now.
in 2008, it wasn't so. So this person reviewing that probably just said Robert Downey Jr. just showed up.
That it fucking sucks.
All right, let's go to number 2. This is from a user called K1 at Letterboxd. He gave this movie a half star out of 5. Okay.
I'm already. There's bile in my mouth. Let's go.
Oh no, Wanda's coming. Let's put this metal door in her way. Hope she doesn't rip straight through it like the last 7 fucking doors. Also nice to see that they turned what could have been a cool fight scene into a musical where they were throwing musical notes at each other for 2 minutes like some LSD fueled episode of fucking Tom and Jerry. 1 star.
That's multiverse of madness for sure. I actually so it's just recently been released on Disney, so you can like watch it now like at home and shit. And I think we both slated that movie.
Yeah.
A lot. And I'm happy to report that after rewatching this weekend, I fucking stick to my original score. Fuck that movie. But I will say this, and what people have to remember though is that we have more than fucking 20 of these movies now, right? And they try to do something cool with that music scene. And I think, for what it's worth, that was actually one of the better parts of the movie.
It was one of the better parts. I can't lie though. I picked this review because I watched that scene where they kept slamming the doors in her face and thought the exact same thing.
Yes.
The previous 7 didn't work. Let's just do one more door.
But also they did the Illuminati fucking dirty though, because dude, the way that they so comically dismantled them.
They did. They did.
Is I'm not a huge fan of, first of all, but yeah, there's a lot of that movie which is like I imagine it like being chased through a house.
Right.
And so you get into a new room and then you close the door and then you have some exposition and then the monster, Freddy comes through the door and goes, "I'm gonna kill you." And then you're like, "Ah!" And then you run through another door, up the fucking stairs into another room and you close the door and you go, "Okay, some more story." And then you tell that and then, come through the door again. And I guess that's what this person meant. I mean, I don't know if I would have rated it one fucking, it's 1 out of 5, I guess, or 1 out of 10.
I only picked the worst.
Okay.
1 out of 5.
I don't know if I would have rated it that bad, but I mean, I commiserate with what is it, K1 jelly? K1. Jelly? Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Okay.
From Kevin Maurer of the Times UK, 1 out of 5 stars. The best bit in this year's umpteenth comic book blockbuster is when Tommy Lee Jones was eating some steak.
Okay, so Tommy Lee Jones has only been in the first Captain America because he was the fucking general, right?
That's right.
So, I mean, it has to be that movie.
I love that scene where he's eating the fucking steak.
I can't recall it.
He was eating the steak with what's his name? The henchman for Red Skull. What was his fucking name? Dr.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know,
Yeah,
okay.
and then he said, he's like, is this where you feed me a good steak and I tell you all my secrets? He was like, is it poisoned with? And then he was like, Omaha grade A prime beef, and he eats the steak.
Oh, yeah, like he just eats the steak in front of him. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of like have it in the back of my head, but I don't recall it. But
You have a fundamental problem. You don't respect Captain America: The First Avenger for the best movie that it is. All right, it's in the top 5.
You just said Winter Soldier is the best one.
It's in the top 5.
There's no fucking way.
Get out of here. Joe Johnston is a freaking genius.
Red Skull fucked that up for everyone.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, listen here, hold on. Just Bids is saying something here which is very, very important. And yes, in actual fact, Bids, the Illuminati are, look, not necessarily the strongest, but with many we consider the most influential, and then also backed by good powers, of course.
But they are the strongest because the combination of their intelligence and their powers,
yes.
they can't be stopped.
And let's be honest, there's few things that can stop Xavier.
Yeah, and one of them ain't Wanda because he's literally shut her down a bunch of times in the comics.
In fact, he's kind of like the fucking Swiss Army knife against her.
Yeah, so, he's the hacks.
Yeah, that was weird. But also, like, they did, dude. I fucking what's his name from the Inhumans? Like, dude.
Oh, Black Bolt.
Black Bolt doesn't get nearly enough love, dude. Black Bolt's fucking bad.
He got no love. Black Bolt's the man.
Yeah, but just I don't mean in that movie, because that movie they dogged him straight up. But I mean, like, in general, he doesn't. But Black Bolt is a fucking beast, bro. So
all right.
Yeah.
So this one's from Nog at Letterbox.
I get, motherfucker.
I thought you'd like that.
You fuck.
This is what was the most disappointing film I ever watched on. I included poor grammar, by the way. This is what was the most disappointing film I have ever watched in my life. I thought finally they made a Marvel film that had the representation for cats, but then they got a bipedal human to play the main panther. The prosthetics to make him look like a panther were the worst I've ever seen. -5 stars.
I mean, it's Black Panther, I guess, but I mean...
By Nog.
Dude, did Nog watch the same movie we did? Did he watch, like, fucking Crack Panther or something like... Did he watch Pink Panther? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm scared, right? So let me quick fucking segue, right? So a big thing in South Africa to this day is, like, driving around, you stop at, like, traffic lights, and then guys will run at you with boxes full of fucking copied DVDs, you know, like fucking pirate movies. All right, they'll and every once in a while, what I would do is I would just look through this. Right? because then you'll find the stuff and then, like, it'll be like Fantastic 8. I'm like, where the fuck did the other 4 come from? You know, it'll be like, but it'll be the poster of Fantastic 4, the 8's like scratched out. Sorry, the 4's like scratched out and just says like 8, you know? Or it'll be like, it was just this shit, like the fucking Avengerers, you know? And it's like that extra ERS at the end. They're like, wait a minute. Like, and then you look at the faces and they're not quite the actors' faces. And so this seems to be like Nog might have watched a knockoff fucking Black Panther, but yeah.
Nog.
Fucking guy. Dude. Nog, stop buying your fucking movies at the fucking, like, service station, dog.
Marler's comment. I was convinced that the late Chadwick was in fact a Black Panther. All right.
Okay, let's go.
Number 5.
Okay.
From Alfonso Ibanez. The only good joke this movie has is the one which Hulk jumps out of the ship, lands on a rainbow, and fucking dies. It's a subtle visual representation of what I wanted to do while watching this piece of shit.
Oh, it's the first Avengers. It's when he gets trapped in that fucking containment unit or whatever, and then he jumps out and lands in that warehouse, right? No?
No.
Oh fuck! Then it's Ragnarok.
He jumped on a rainbow and fucking died.
It's when he jumps out and he wants to transform, but then he just lands on the fucking
Bifrost.
The Bifrost and just, like, fucking dies. Yeah.
This guy is so mad. Listen, Hulk jumps out of a ship, lands on a rainbow, and fucking dies. It's a subtle visual representation of what I wanted to do while watching this piece of
listen,
shit.
can I tell you something though, right? Some of these guys, I'm not saying all of them, and I'm not saying fucking Mr. Ibanez here is one of them, right?
Ibanez.
Oh, well, fucking Alfonso, right? But I'm not saying he's one of them. But some of these guys literally, like, they've had this thing. Like, they were at a barbecue, and after a couple of fucking suds, they watched this movie, and then that happened. They were like, man, I just like I have this epic burn, and they said it to a bunch of their buddies around the fire, and their buddies were like, holy shit, bro. And so his entire fucking life has been about posting this comment, because you can tell how much just joy he took out of fucking, you know, delivering that fucking gut punch to the movie. Well, I mean, I thought that was fucking hilarious, that scene.
Oh my gosh, it was great.
Thematically, it fit into what Ragnarok was trying to do. So yeah, Michael's saying he enjoyed it. So. I mean, I think you might be reading into it too much, but I feel you, dog.
He's known to do that.
Michael, you might be right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, if anybody knows Alfonso Ibanez, let him know he got shouted out on the Separated at Birth podcast. Yes. All right. Number 6 from Pow Pow.
Pow Pow? Oh, this is going to be fucking great. I can't find two. Let's go.
All right. Pandering, trite, unoriginal, the most unlikable hero I've ever had to endure watching.
Pandering, trite. I mean, most unlikable hero that I've ever had to watch. So it's obviously a solo. I don't think he'd say that about. I mean, watch me figure this out. I don't think he would say that about Iron Man.
Look at your brain work. Look at that beautiful mind.
Dude, it's Ant-Man.
Oh, incorrect.
Really?
Captain Marvel.
Dude, I just assumed like we're done making fun of her by now. That, you know,
never. Listen, I had to put her on this list because it will never.
That guy
leave.
might be an incel then, though, right? I'm just saying, like Pow Pow might be.
That is the second lowest rated Marvel property. It's right down there with the Inhumans TV show, which is literally a piece of shit. User scores. The users tanked that movie.
Dude, I can I honestly tell you that in a weird fucking way, if we talk about the MCU, it's like that movie doesn't even exist to me. It's also the only one that I've only ever watched once.
I forced myself to watch the entire Inhumans series.
I watched it in 3 sittings.
I had to get through it.
No, I watched it in 3 sittings.
I think
I couldn't.
But you finished it.
Yes.
To say you got through it.
Yeah. I've watched it once, but it took me 3 fucking separate sit downs to get it done. First of all, and secondly, bear in mind that I have over 40 watches of Winter Soldier, for instance.
Yes.
And like the Infinity War, that saga and all that shit, they're close into like the 20s and stuff. So all of them, I've rewatched Ant-Man like fucking, I think 3 times. Like this shit, I cannot fucking drag my balls through that fucking movie. I went
to the premiere of Winter Soldier, and I had to wait in line to get into the premiere for 8 hours. And let me tell you, it was worth it. All right.
I watched Winter Soldier at the cinema at the cinema 3 times in a row on the same weekend.
In Swakamoon?
No, it wasn't that new cinema, Quincy. Ant-Man 2 is worse than Captain Marvel on my list. Fucking hell no. Hell no, dude. Dude, I can tell you. Hold on. Here's how I can tell you that you're wrong, Michael. And it's very easy. Evangeline Lilly.
Delicious.
Done. She was in Lost. Kate Austen is fucking amazing, and she's in Ant-Man 2. So no,
she's the reason why I made it through those Hobbit fucking films. This next one's from Rosemary Dove.
How far are we in? Are we halfway?
We are at number 7 of 10.
Dude, these guys are killing me right now.
Good. I'm glad this sparked conversation. Especially the more I can expose to people that you are just a miserable fuck, the better. From Rosemary Dove, Almost 3 hours of lame
Roast
people
me.
I don't care about talking about things and sometimes fighting monsters with bland visuals.
Sorry, say that first part again.
Almost 3 hours of lame people I don't care about talking about things and sometimes fighting monsters with bland visuals.
Dude, I mean, that's the entire fucking, the fourth fucking, like, I mean, that's any of the Infinity War movies, for instance. Fuck. That's rough. Like, so 3 hours of people to like fucking boring people talking shit and fighting, sometimes fighting monsters. That's gonna be like, the Infinity War.
They didn't fight monsters.
Stupid motherfucking normies will call the shit that they fought at the end, those fucking aliens that charged them down through the fucking ships and through the portals, they'll call them fucking monsters.
The Chitauri?
Yes.
No, they're sentient
fucking
beings.
Bro.
What noise do they make? I like it when you make the monster noise.
So are you saying that I'm wrong? It's not Infinity War.
You are dead wrong.
Okay, so what is it?
It's the Eternals. They fought the deviant monsters. They were legit monsters.
Bruh. Bruh.
Like, dude, I'm sorry, but no. Like, first of all, like, you fucking knew what you signed up for when you sat down and paid the ticket for Eternals. And what you were paying for was a motherfucking enema, like, through your eye holes. So, I'm sorry, you fucked up. Not the people who made the movie, because they clearly thought they were doing a good thing. That thing was fucking stupid as fuck. And if you fucking honestly thought you were gonna sit down and watch a good movie when you fired up the Eternals, whether you bought that fucking turd on like Disney or whether you went, dragged your ass down to the cinema and did it, you fucked up. That's on you. You can't blame someone if you go down the street and there's a guy selling shit that he smears onto a sandwich. You're like, hey, but I mean, it's on a fucking sandwich. I mean, how bad can it be? And you're like, oh, wait, this is just shit. So, I mean, fuck that. No, dude. It's the same thing. Like, if you went and watched fucking Captain Marvel, you're like, yeah, this really wasn't a good MCU movie. No fucking shit. The internet told you it's dog shit.
Well, you're going to love this next one.
Fuck me. Okay, let's go.
From Bradley Thomas.
Uh-huh.
Marvel's Let's Pander to White Men Hating Radical Feminists and Soy Boy Cuck Liberals, the movie.
Let's pander to white men hating what?
Marvel, let's pander to white men hating radical feminists and soy boy cuck liberals, the movie.
Hating radical feminists. Is this fucking like what's his name, Captain Marvel again?
Correct.
Dude, like dude, the thing is, look, let's just say this though, right? Some of the MCU movies are divisive, and you'll have some people that like them and some that don't. And I believe that if I spend some time on the internet, I can find a dumb fuck that likes Eternals. But I guarantee you, I will. Even the feminists will be like, nah, this one's for you guys. You guys can have this one. Like, we don't need this shit.
They're wearing those pussy hats, and they go, no, fuck this movie. We'll find something else.
Like, nah, it's cool. Like, you guys can have this one back. She, like Captain Marvel, she's a guy. Like, you can have her back. Like, fuck it. No, dude.
All right, number 9 from Juliet Elliott. Avengers Infinity shit.
Okay, so it's Infinity War. So unpopular opinion, I suppose here, but I actually thought Infinity War was better than fucking the second episode or the second part.
Endgame? Yeah.
Yes.
As a movie, I think Infinity War is a better movie. But there are
scenes.
Infinity
War has better action as well.
I don't disagree, but there are little pockets.
I'm
gonna say, here's my problem. There wasn't enough Captain America in Infinity War, and the Captain America I don't get in Infinity War, I get in Endgame, so I cherry pick Endgame.
Look, hold on. Captain America in Infinity War, that final scene with him and fucking Black Panther charging down and fighting like that that I agree with you. There was not a lot because half of the time he was fucking what's his name? He was playing what is the name of the when he was
Nomad.
the exile? Nomad. He was playing Nomad. So when you actually get Captain again and he's fighting there, that it kind of like brought it back for me, but I'm okay with that because we got a Doctor Strange Iron Man fucking Thanos fight, which was fucking insane.
Yeah, and Thor's coming down from
Yeah,
the
dude.
Neverleer.
There was.
Bring me Thanos. That scene
It
is
was-
all time. When I want to bring people over and I want to show them my sound system because I have a nice sound system, I
Yeah.
play the Bring Me Thanos scene where he just comes down and boom. It's dope.
Dude, it's good shit, man.
It's good
I
shit.
mean, even when he rolls in right there, when he fucking comes through the fucking Bifrost with the axe right at the beginning, and he just starts wading into that fucking army, like it's all look. It is the superior movie. It's also far more emotional than the second one because of that whole scene of fucking with Scarlet Witch and all that shit. No, I think it's the superior one by far.
All right. Well, you're
Shit, fuck that person.
Well, we're on to the last one from Rokatin. The CGI in that Chinese Pokemon world was really fucking bad.
Oh my fuck. Jesus fucking Christ. The CGI in that Chinese. So this has to be one of the Guardians movies, I'm guessing.
The Chinese Pokemon world was really bad.
Chinese Pokemon world. I mean, because it's Guardians 2, I guess, when they're on Ego. No, I don't know. No, Chinese Pokemon world. So it has to be like characters and shit, I guess, that look like Pokemon. What am I not fucking remembering?
Help him out, chat. He can't see it, but I can. Nobody's gotten it yet. There you go, baby. The CGI in that Chinese Pokemon world was really bad.
Oh, is the focus on China? Oh, fucking Shang-Chi. It's because
There
Chinese.
he is. Let's go.
There we go.
But remember the second half when they went to the mystical
Yes.
world and there was like all
Yes.
those little lions and dragons and shit? That did look really stupid.
They did, but again,
It was fucking stupid.
Shang-Chi was. I think Shang-Chi had one of the best villains, for instance, in the MCU.
Oh, I loved Mandarin. I liked the first half.
No, I mean the what is his name? I forget it now. The Asian guy. The
Tony Leung?
Yu Wenwu.
Oh, Wenwu.
Yes. Yeah. it's
Wenwu.
Yu Wenwu.
Yeah. Hey, God bless you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. So yeah, I thought
sneezed.
he's one of the most complete.
He's awesome.
villains.
The first half of that movie is fantastic. And then it just goes, once they bring Trevor in, it just goes off a cliff for me.
No, for sure. But I mean, with the whole like you've read the fucking Ten Rings comics and all that shit as well. I'm assuming.
Big time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so-
because tied to Iron Man. I love Iron Man.
Yeah, but the comics go that way as well, though. So they tried to stick close to the fucking source material there. I mean, that Ten Rings bullshit is like fucking mysticism and fucking weird,
Oh,
like
man, yeah. Fing Fang Foom, dog. Them dragons.
exactly. So
I know my
I think
shit.
they were trying to like fucking pay, like homage to that, or I don't know if homage is the right word, but they at least try to make it seem like they were respecting the source material.
It's panache.
Yeah. That's why new word from 2 weeks ago. I like it.
Well, that's the game. That's the game. That's the game. And with that, that's the show, guys. Please leave your 5-star reviews on the audio sources. We will read your 5-star reviews on air.
Or a 1-star review like we saw in some of these now, and we'll probably cover some of those as well.
We won't, but
Okay, I will. Like Roman will be in charge of all the 5-star reviews. I will cover the 1-stars. Let's go.
all right, fine, we can do that. But all of your support, watching, sharing,
Yes.
subscribing, leaving reviews helps this thing grow. And we want to bring in more people that hang out with us. And when we come together and we discuss all the things that we like, we find all the time that we are all separated at birth. This was a fun one. I came into it half dead, and you guys all brought me back to life. The giggles came out. We played some games. We talked about some news. We got into some YouTube fucking drama. I would never talk about other content creators ever, and we can just do that here in a safe space and do it and come together and realize when we are all together, we were all separated at birth. With that, that's episode 16, baby, and Full Measure, take us home.
Thank you, man. Dude, yeah, sorry for my loud outburst. I read something really funny in the corner of my eye, so I apologize for that. But dude, thank you so much for that. And the quiz was really awesome. I really do enjoy, being able to have people shit on the movies that I love, and then in reverse, like shit on them, which is fantastic. It's a favorite pastime of mine. But guys, we of course are working on some spicy things for the upcoming shows, so definitely keep an eye on that. Like I said, whether you actually follow us on the platform here, of course our main platform where we really would like your support, and if you could do that, is of course subbing to us on YouTube and leaving a comment, liking the episode, anything like that. We are trying to push this platform as our main platform, but at the same time as well, we're pretty much available on any other platform of your choice and any other audio platform of your choice. So take us with you on trips, listen to the stupid shit that we have to say, and spend some time with us, because we sure do enjoy spending some time with you. But
Yes.
have a fantastic week. Take care of yourself. Play some games. We've got World Slayer coming out tomorrow. So if any of you imbibe in that lunacy, you are in for a good old time, and definitely check it out. Roman, one thing that you didn't mention, which I'd like you to just cover, is what can we look forward to from you in terms of streams and stuff like this week? What's happening?
I'm streaming tomorrow, Wednesday, and tomorrow and Thursday. Sorry, no Wednesday stream. I got something. I'm going to the beach, but tomorrow
nice.
and Thursday, you will see me. It's probably gonna be some crazy Outrider stuff as we dig into the new expansion. But that'll be primarily tomorrow's stream. So I hope you guys follow me on my socials, and then you can get alerts when we go live. And crazy shit happens in my streams. People say wild shit. So if that's the type of stuff that you're into, come on over to my YouTube channel, Roman Wins on YouTube, and we have some fun there. And then Thursday is going to be anything. I don't know what's going to happen. I could just get drunk and talk for 4 hours, or we could play some games. Really, you guys drive the Thursday show, so I hope you guys come and check us out.
Fantastic, man. I'll definitely be there for those, as I officially start my holiday tomorrow. So
you are off. You're gonna be getting some games in, baby.
So yeah, games and alcohol, baby. The two staples of my life. So without that and without any further ado, guys, have a fantastic week. Take care of yourselves. Have a lot of fun. Don't drink as much as we do, but definitely get some in you. And make some space next week for us on Monday. It's gonna be a killer, and we'll see you soon. Take it easy.